Hi everybody, I just wanted to say hi and to give you a little bit of information about maybe some tips and tricks about how to move around in the Google world for taking courses here at Fort Hays. What I did is I posted this in the Blackboard page. For those of you who have not gone into Blackboard, this will be where we post the grades as well as a link to all the information that you need, the email that I already sent out to most of you. But here is a link to the Google site, and so if you click that, it should open in a new tab, and there you have the Google site where you have the course schedule, which is the main document that you want to keep track of, as well as other information along the top for this course. The information along the left side in the site is for course information as well as program, department, college, and university links. If you ever want to find your academic calendar, this will tell you when enrollment opens. It will tell you when the semesters start, when they end. It'll tell you when the 8-week sessions go, and all of that. So you'll want to keep track of this site. It also gives you a link to the G+ community, and this is where most of the stuff is going to take place that we do. So all of your discussions and all of your assignments will be posted right here in Google+. Now, one thing that I will say is when you're in Google+, the first time that you click that link, it's going to ask you to join, and you'll click that join button. I can't show you that right now because I'm already in it, but it'll have a join button, and then I'll get an email to let you in, and I can do that. Right now we have several students that are not that have not joined. And so first of all, it will prompt you to set up a profile if you have not done that already on Google+. And then the second thing it'll do is just give you that join button and allow you to join in the community. From there, I would recommend that you use Google Chrome for your browser. You show your bookmarks, and that you can just drag this lock right here down to an area right in on your bookmark bar, and then you can just get into this from wherever you are. If you use the Google Chrome browser, you will be logged into it, and that means that any device that you log in to Google Chrome on will have the same information. So you have it anywhere that you are. If you're on a laptop here, a Chromebook, now other devices don't work so well with that, but the Chromebooks, laptops, and desktops will. Okay, so I'm going to dump that because I'm going to end up with multiple copies of that link. What I've done for my courses is I've created a folder for all my courses. So these are all the courses from the fall, so I can keep those all in this folder, and that really helps me. And so you can just right click on it, edit it. You can dump it when you want to just by deleting it. That just deletes the link. It doesn't delete anything else. But if you click on anywhere on this on your toolbar, you'll be able to create a folder right there. It says add folder. So that's a good way to do that. The other thing you can do is go through Blackboard. So I've posted the initial information in Blackboard as an announcement. This is where your grades will be, and so be sure and check it often. I suggest at least once a week once we get going. This also has a link to the G+ community, so you can get to that from there. So those are the things that you can find here. I should have posted the syllabus, and I didn't. I need to do that for this class. So that's that idea. So then with your Google+ community, you will have several different options here. Over on the left, I have posted in the About the Community area, you have your course site and your schedule. So you can get back to the site by clicking that. Now the problem is it's going to open in the same window. We don't have that option yet to open it in a new window, but one thing you can do, which is a real trick of mine, is right click it And then you have the option to either open in a new tab or open in a new window. And that's the easiest way to do that. You also have access to your course schedule from here, which I recommend you keep track of. You can close this little thing and then open up the filters. And your filters are your categories for what you're going to do in the class. So the discussions will go in one of these discussions. Now you can go up here and just post if you wanted to post a discussion too. I could say, and then when I'm ready to post, I click post, and I can choose discussion 2 right there. The other thing that you can do in any of these areas is to add a link. You can add a picture. You can add, create a poll and add that just to get people's information. You can add a location. So if you want to do your discussions and do your assignments as a Google Doc and then link to that doc, you're perfectly welcome to do that. And then it will show up as a little doc, and it will allow us to open it. Be sure that you change your share settings, though, on your doc to be viewed by anyone with the link at Fort Hays State University. And I'll show you that trick in a minute. I don't think there are any more tricks here. One thing, if you want to comment on someone's post, now see, I posted this and I don't have anybody else's in this class yet, but if I wanted to comment on someone's post, I just click this and notice it shows my picture, and I can click plus and give it a name. Let's see who's in this class. I forgot who the students in this class so far. Okay, so let me do it with Kelly. Oops. So if I do plus, there's Kelly's. And Kelly doesn't have a picture yet, so she's a blue person right there. But if I just click that, it's going to highlight Kelly, and it will give her kind of a special message. Now you can change your notifications within Google Plus, so you don't get email every time you do this. The default, I think, is that you get email every time somebody posts to your community. So if you don't want to do that, let me show you how to change that. Okay, so I've just taken that out of there. Up here, you'll have options, and you have preferences for your community. And you can, I think you can still do this, manage the amount of posts in a stream. I just keep, that's how many you can see. Sort by top post or most recent. I like most recent because I like to see them in that order. And then you can get notified about new posts. If you turn that off, then you're not going to get an email every time somebody posts to this community. Now that means that if you're in your email and you see this little circle with a number in it up here, these are your notifications. So you still get them. They're just not real intrusive, and they don't give you that email. So I can go see what this is about. It's about a different community, and so I really don't want it, and I can just go out of there. But it could have been something that was a post to you, and it will say someone has mentioned you in a post, and you can click that and go right there and view that. And that's kind of a good way to keep track of that as well. Okay. I think those are the main tips and tricks. So just remember, right click if in doubt, and then right here you can just, I'm not sure what you have as a member, but I think that you can leave the community. You can change your preferences in the community at least. Okay. The other thing that I mentioned was using Google Docs to create your discussions and all that. And I would recommend that. It's not a bad idea because sometimes they get lost. So up here, your little Hollywood squares, many of you are not old enough to remember Hollywood squares, but that's what it kind of looked like. You can go to your Drive or to Docs, just depending on how you want to use it. And you may have a folder on here that will, you can store everything in for your course. I have too many things here, and it's must be that everybody's online right now. So it's kind of slow. So we wait. Sorry about this. Okay, so say I wanted to create a document right here. I could create a folder by going up to New Folder. And here's my coursework for whatever. This is MIT 812. I can say Create, and that will show up right there inside that folder. So then I can open that folder, and I can go over to New and create a Google Doc. And notice it said it will take on the same permissions as the folder that you created it in. And that just means that you can create the folder as a shared folder. So I could create this and go up here to my shared share ideas or share area and choose anyone at Fort Hays can find or view, or I can change that to anyone with a link can, can edit, can view, and then say done. And so again, I'm inside my course. I created this document, and now I'm going to name the document up here, and then I'm going to type here. And then to get the link, I can go up here to the share folder, and it's going to tell me to name my document first, and I didn't do that. And then you'll see this, and you'll see copy link. So you copy that, you just click that, and it copies it to your clipboard. And then you can go up here, and when you choose to share it, you click that, you say OK. And notice that the link comes up. This is all that was on my document. And then you click Post, and it will show up in your course. I'm in the wrong course right now, so that wouldn't be too good. So that's how you do that in terms of creating a document and then linking to it. I hope this helps. There are a lot more tips and tricks, and I've given you some links that are inside are on the course site, as well as within your and those are up here. There's tutorials, and then there's Web 2.0 tools, and also on your course schedule. The course schedule is developed in modules, so each module will go a certain amount of time. Like module 1 is March 13th through 26th. This just helps you to pace yourself through the class. So there are certain things that you do, first of all, in an introduction, and you will do all of this work on the G+ community right here. So let me know if you have questions. I can walk you through it in a slower pace. We can do a hangout if you are brand new to Google, or check out these 3 areas right here, because they all offer some really good support and help for all things Google. So I hope you enjoy the class. Keep me posted. Take care.